Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm quite excited because I'm packing for a trip to Germany, a town called Wuppertal in Germany, where I am going to be travelling with friends from my choir and we're going to be singing in a World Championship competition in the Opera House in Wuppertal. So I'm really looking forward to it. But of course, that gives me some dilemmas around what to take, and particularly because I'm going with cabin baggage. I'm not checking any baggage in because I want to be whisking through the air. So one of my big dilemmas was, how on earth do I take one of my precious items, my foundation? Of course I could put it into a small container and take that, but on this particular occasion I've decided to buy one of these. This is just from Amazon. There were quite a few. It is has a little hook and open it, and you can pop out this bit here, remove the sponge. I'm going to try it over the next couple of days. I'm not going to risk going. I'm going to try it over the next couple of days. I'm a little bit worried about wasting some of the precious Tom Ford foundation that I have, but I have just purchased a second one, so I'm not too worried. And if this does work, it'll be a great way to take the foundation with me on trips as well, rather than having to take the whole bottle. Okay, so I have popped in several big squirts of the Tom Ford foundation, and then I put the sponge back in, and then I soaked it and turned it around so I can pop that back. Pop it back into the container. And then use it. So I'll give that a test and let you know how I get on. How to travel with your very expensive foundation without taking a whole bottle. Maybe. Hello. Please excuse my voice. I've been away for over a week and I'm absolutely exhausted. You can see, look at my hair. I only just arrived back, but I thought that I would feedback on this little gadget that I was using. So I've been away in Germany, just outside Dusseldorf, for a few days for a singing competition, which went very well, really enjoyed it. I flew back to the UK and then went straight to Liverpool for a conference, a very busy conference, so I am absolutely exhausted. And I travelled light. I used a lovely rucksack, an Osprey rucksack. I'll show you it in a future video actually, because it's very, very useful. And this proved to be very good actually. So it's really lightweight, and I was worried about whether or not the foundation, which is my lovely Tom Ford foundation, would be kept safe in here. But actually, I put several good squirts in here. I kind of know how much I put on the back of my hand, and I measured out the same number of squirts that I'd use for the days that I was away. And as you can see, there's still quite a bit of product on that sponge. It keeps it really nice and moist in there. And in fact, I've actually used a little applicator as well. So that has worked really well. It fitted into my toiletries in my cabin bag, which I had to keep to 8 kilograms. So this is much more lightweight than the heavy glass bottle. So just wanted to feedback that that was a really good way of taking your lovely luxury foundation on a travel. And you know, if for some reason it had been confiscated or lost, I'd have just lost a plastic container, not a whole bottle of expensive Tom Ford foundation. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.